Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about where you should get your rabbit. And I'm currently just wanting to videotape Bun Bun because she looks adorable eating hay. So yeah, let's get right into the video. The first place that you should adopt a rabbit from is from a shelter. Definitely from a shelter. I just really wanted to talk about shelter rabbits because so many rabbits in shelters need homes, and it's really important to give each and every bunny a home where they can stay and be loved, and it's not going to be in a shelter. I really am going to say this to you guys because shelters are so important. They collect animals, they bring them to a place where they get food and shelter, and they put the animals up for adoption, and so many animals have to stay in shelters for years. It's just so sad. So you really would want to adopt a rabbit from a shelter. There are so many shelters out there with rabbits. You could just Google search rabbits for adoptions in shelters, and it will come up near me, and it will come up with so many different places, and imagine how many rabbits are in each and every one of those places. A lot. So you really want to get to it. If you really want a rabbit, just get it from a shelter, please. Okay, so the next place that you can adopt a rabbit from is from a friend. And I know this may sound silly, but this is actually what happened to me. So if you have a friend and they have a rabbit, and they have two rabbits, and they made the wrong choice of not spaying/neutering their, not spaying the female rabbit and neutering the male rabbit, and then what happens is that the male and female rabbit, the female rabbit produces kits, which is a word for baby rabbits, and then there are a bunch of kits running around everywhere, and the family or your friend can just not deal with it. And then so maybe your friend posts it on Facebook and says you can adopt one of these rabbits, one or two, and then so you see that, and that is a way that you can get a rabbit. And also, just wanted to say to you guys, please don't try not spaying and neutering your female and male rabbits, because don't try it. It's a bad choice, and most people won't want your rabbits, and then most of them will just go to a shelter. But if there is a case where that happens, then please, and if you want a rabbit, then that's just an easy way to make it so that one or two less rabbits are going to a shelter by adopting one of your friend's rabbits. And then so now you have one or two rabbits with you, which is pretty cool. So yeah. Okay, so I just keep changing spots when I'm transitioning. Okay, so really quick, I wanted to share with you a story about Bun Bun and how I adopted her. Okay, so this will just not take very long, only maybe 20 seconds. Okay, so let me share this with you. Okay, so what happened was my mom's friend's son, he adopted this rabbit, and then later after that he adopted a kitten, and the rabbit and the kitten did not get along, so he decided to give the rabbit away, my family adopted the rabbit. We were gonna get a cat, but like, no, Bun Bun's way more adorable than a cat, so, and probably much less work. So we just decided to get Bun Bun, and she's just a charm to our life. Actually, her old name is Lolly, but yeah, I just like to call her Bun Bun. And then, so she's just like a charm to our life. I love her. Okay, that story was really quick, and I just really wanted to share that with you, showing that you don't have to get a rabbit from a breeder. But because you can, like, many people have lots of rabbits, and like they want to give away one or two, and like you can just, before calling a breeder, look for anyone who has that, or for rabbits in a shelter, okay? Please. Okay, so last but not least place is from a breeder. And usually I would not advise doing this unless you want a specific type of rabbit. If you want like a Holland Lop or a Flemish Giant Rabbit, specifically that kind of rabbit for show purposes, okay, then you might have to get one from a breeder. If there's none in the shelter. So if that's the last place you need to get it from, then it's from a breeder. And the only reason why you would get it from a breeder is either you want your rabbit in like a rabbit show, or you want your rabbit in like, yeah, you just want a specific breed of rabbit, and there's none of that specific breed in shelters, and nobody has that specific breed, then yes, you may have to get a rabbit from a breeder. Yeah, there are so many breeds of rabbits, like so many different breeds of rabbits, and you want just one specific one, and you might have to get it from a breeder. Okay? I just wanted to mention, before you get a rabbit from a breeder, you need to make sure that the breeder is like a good breeder, because some breeders do not treat their rabbits well, and some breeders just like are just abusive to their rabbits. So like, yeah, so you want to make sure that it is a good rabbit breeder. Okay, so the photo I'm going to show you in a second is going to be a photo of kind of like a bad like rabbit, like a bad rabbit breed.